What is up? What is up? This is your boy Alertwolf, and I am here to bring you another anime review, and this time it is of Hunter x Hunter. This one is episode 70, Big 7-0, Guts and Courage. Alright, guys. Sorry my Hunter x Hunter review is a little late, a day or two late. Just didn't have the time yesterday. But that being said, just one quick little thing. So, in case you guys noticed, I am doing, I did start a new show. I'm reviewing the Bibles, something different. Check it out if you want. Alright. Now, let's see. Alright, so first thing that happens is the episode starts off, they're still obviously in the middle of the game. Goryenyu pulls off a pretty cool move. He teleports, switches with his gorilla, throws the ball, clocks Razor in the face, and it looks like it's going out of bounds on his side, actually. But you have two of those, two of Razor's numbers. The big one throws the little one. He catches the ball before it hits the ground. He throws it back and knocks Goryenyu in the face, hitting him, knocking him out. Now, when he knocks out, he's considered out. But if he's not conscious, his gorilla goes away. So now they lost 2 for the price of 1. And even if he wakes up, he's not going to be in any shape to catch the Nen creature. But I thought that was pretty good. Pretty good strategy by Razor. Alright, then, you know, and it was a pretty badass sequence. It was a good move from him. He should have just teleported back, but he wasn't expecting it, because it kind of hit him by surprise. Alright, then as the game goes on, Razor throws the ball at... Now, by the way, I didn't mention this, but Gon is obviously still out. He wants to use the back to get back in, but he was told by Biscuit to wait until they were down to 2 players. So I forgot to mention that, but that's important. The next thing you have is Razor throws the ball at Killua, but then curves it left and it goes after Biscuit, and then seemingly misses Biscuit, gets Hisoka, but Hisoka manages to use his gummy Nen thing, his bungee Nen, and blocks it, but it breaks 2 of his fingers on his throwing hand. But it clips Biscuit's dress, and that counts because it technically hit her, so she's out. And it was pretty good. Then, now that they're down to 2 players, Gon is back in. Now they have the ball. Gon tells Killua, basically Gon has a plan. He tells Killua to hold the ball. He's gonna hit it, and he ends up hitting it with his rock fist. You know what I mean? His rock fist is pretty nasty. The ball's like, he supercharges it. The ball's like on fire. Hits the fat one or the big number and just knocks him out of bounds. Done. And he's like, that's not nearly enough power. So he puts, you know, Gon's upset about it. So Gon charges up again, puts even more power behind it, and it's awesome. It's pretty badass. I mean, now I will say this, a super powered up version of that in a battle situation, I don't know how he would use that attack that powerful. He needs to gather Nen faster for it to be more effective. I mean, the short one, sure, he could hit you with the first blast, but I'm talking about the second one. So, you know, Biscuit's like, yeah, you should stand back. He's like, why? So then he hits it at Razor. Razor bats it like a volleyball, up like this. He volleys it up. He uses his own Nen to, like, buffer it. It sends him flying back, you know, and he falls and flips. But it doesn't hit the ceiling, the ball. And and it looks like, you know, one of the other his other Nen created beam thing was gonna get it, but then Hisoka had the bungee on it and brought it back, thus making what's his face out. But he immediately uses the back, brings himself back in, and then, you know, Tsutagera is analyzing the situation with his men. He calls a timeout because he realizes when he's doing the analyzing that pretty much everybody's in bad shape. Biscuit's not in the game. You know, Hisoka's throwing hand has been injured. Gon has used up a bucket load of his power, and he shouldn't have much left. And they're like, well, what about Killua? She's uninjured. But Killua's the most injured because in order to let the ball be hit at super hard speed, he barely put up his aura to shield his hands. So his hands are all destroyed. And, you know, and then he's like, listen, I got a technique of applying super fast Nen shielding on my hands that'll allow me to hold it for you. And Killua was like, I'm not that injured. Then he shows his hand. He is that injured. And then Gon's like, no, I already knew Killua was injured. And no, both boys said that was no-go. One, Killua was like, no, that's a cap out. And Gon's like, no, I couldn't do it. If anybody else held it, I couldn't use my full power. I just need you to hold it one more time. And Killua was like, yeah. And see, that's the bond of their friendship and whatnot. But that's how much they trust each other. So they agree. He's like, besides, old man, you took a pretty bad hit. So they set him down and they go back. Because plan was to have Gon sit out and have that happen and throw from the outside so Tsutagaya can hold the ball. But that's not going to work out that way. So then Biscuit has Hisoka throw him the ball from out of bounds. She throws, she bounces it, catches one of the last number he has, and has it bounce back towards their side. But at the last second, the number kicks it with his foot back towards Razor. Razor gets the ball. But his last Nen creature is out. And remember, they only get one back anyway. So that just leaves Razor. But like, two injured dudes and Gon. And that's how the episode ends. Now, although this episode is a lot of action, so you know, there's not much story analysis to go on, but it was awesome episode. So much fun to see Gon fucking hit that thing full blast. You know what I mean? So I enjoyed every second of this episode. I'm gonna give it a 4. Maybe, yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4. Oh yeah, the episode ends with. Actually, it ends with Gon coming up with a strategy to deal with Razor getting the ball back. But we don't know what that is until next time. And I think next time wraps up this fight. The next episode is going to be called Bargain and Deal. We see what looks like a flashback with Jing. So it'll be, you know, and in this thing, he's starting to look a lot like Jing because he's wearing a bandage that looks like a headband. So I find that funny. And it's just awesome to see him kick so much ass. So I really, I mean, there's not too much analysis for this episode. It's pretty straightforward. Everything that I said is pretty much what went down. But that doesn't mean that although it wasn't jam-packed with story, the action more than made up for it. And it was fun, and you got to see some strategy. So I am so looking forward to the next episode. You know, I can't wait to see what Gon's plan is. Now again, guys, remember I'm not I don't read the manga, so to me it's gonna be a surprise. But all right, but that's enough out of me. So click it up if you like it, comment if you must, and please subscribe if you can. And this is your buddy Alert Wolf signing out.